it is time to knit in our pattern stitch. Row 1 of our pattern stitch uses our contrasting color. So we pull out our new color and start knitting with it. Put it through your fingers and leave about an 8-inch tail. The main color is going to dangle off your work, and that is okay. Remember to keep the nubs from your stitches facing downwards. For this row, we alternate knitting and slipping. Knit the first stitch, then rather than knitting the second stitch, simply move it from the left needle to the right needle, keeping the contrast color in front. Then knit another stitch and slip another stitch with the contrast color in front, and continue this manner for the entire row, which is both halves. When you get to the second half of row 1, remember to keep in the same pattern. So I knit the last stitch of the first half, and so I have to slip the first stitch of the other half, and then I knit. It's important to keep this yarn taut as we go through, otherwise the stitches will look strange when you are finished. Row 2 uses our main color. Every main color row is a knit only row. No slip stitching here. Make sure you have the main color threaded through your hand and the contrasting color is either dangling or tucked under your left hand. Remember to pull tight at the beginning of the row. And then you just knit across. Remember to knit across both halves and pull tight at the beginning of every row half. Row 3 uses our contrasting color. We alternate what we did in row 1. First we slip, and then we knit. And we go across both halves. Row 4 uses our main color again, and it is a knit only row. Repeat rows 1 through 4 until you have 4 inches or more of fabric. After a while, your pattern will emerge. You will realize that on contrast color rows, you slip or lay down flat stitches right over stitches of the same color, and you knit stitches of the opposite color. As you get more comfortable with the pattern, you will need to count rows less and less.